Then my rival came with his stupid face to make my journey suck. We haven't even left yet, he already says he's gonna kick my butt. And even though I win, I get the sense that this will not be the last time. Will not be the last time. Will not be the last time, because you always follow me everywhere, 'cause you are Gary. You are such a jerk. Your ego's bigger than your hair, and you don't even give a care, because you are Gary. You are such a jerk. You always get one step ahead. You haven't heard a word I've said. You are the biggest jerk in history, Gary. Smell you later, and you left before I could. I'll show you who smells. But every gym I went, just like graffiti, you're on the winners list. And when we reach the end of the journey, I beat you easily. I beat all the elites, and somehow you show up. I thought I left you back there. I thought I left you back there. You broke physics to get here, because I beat you up back there just 10 minutes ago. Gary, you are such a jerk. Your ego's bigger than your hair, and you don't even give a care, because you are Gary. You are such a jerk. You always get one step ahead. You haven't heard a word I've said. You are the biggest jerk in history, Gary. Even at your new job, you're still such a jerk. Those kids deserve their badges. You are Gary. You are such a jerk. Your ego's bigger than your hair, and you don't even give a care, because you are Gary. You are such a jerk. You always get one step ahead. You haven't heard a word I've said. You are the biggest jerk in history. We have the world's greatest rivalry, 'cause you're the biggest jerk in history. Gary. 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 Gary, you jerk! Hi, hi. Why is the game not? Where did the game go? Oh. Why is it small now? I thought I fixed it. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's your Magical Girl virtual streamer, Dallie. Happy Friday. Yay. It starts my Thanksgiving vacation, so I'm extra super excited. And what better time than now to play this game? The third chapter just came out. Hey Vendars. Congrats Congrats to Blade on getting first in chat. As you can see, I pinned in chat the link to the Tiltify campaign. I am raising funds for my sister-in-law, who was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. So yeah, just to help her out, because it's expensive, even with insurance. It's no bueno. I just talked to her today. She was hoping to start her chemo this week, but some stuff didn't work out. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But just take it one step at a time. That's all you can do. So any support at all is super duperly appreciated. And also there's some fun rewards. I will be playing Pokemon Z to A, on Monday morning. I'll put out a whole schedule tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Excuse me. Today I'm not going to do any other rewards. Today's like the soft launch, the preview day, if you will. But I'll start working on some of those rewards, which include for donations, I will name a Pokemon after you. Or maybe, I guess, I could also be like, if you want a specific name. But I think it'd be funnier if it's your guys' names. So yeah, some of the rewards I will have to work on over some time. Make streak. Whoa, 7-stream streak. Wow. Bow, 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 bow. I haven't been streaming that much this week. On Sunday I was so sad. I was trying to get as much stuff done as possible, but I just had too many things piled up. I'm like, I gotta wash my hair, I gotta clean the thing, I gotta cook, I gotta do this, that, and then other thing. It was just too much. It's too much. So I ended up just not being able to. By the time I finished everything, it was time for me to go to bed, essentially. It was like past 8 o'clock. I wish I had money. It's okay. It's alright. Just, you know, I'll tweet out a better link. I'll tweet out a post. I'll make a post with just the link and the campaign later for everybody to repost at their leisure. But yeah, I think let's see. Let's start at chapter 3. And hopefully you've seen the first 2 chapters. They are on my YouTube. I have chapter 1 is in one VOD. Chapter 2 is in 2 VODs, but there is I do have a video of the 2 submissioned together. I shared it on Twitter though. I don't know how much that helped. Thank you, Blade. I appreciate it. I really do. Every little thing helps. Like, you have no idea. We're talking about the bills just for the first thing alone, and sometimes the hospital gives you like, we estimate that your insurance, that you will have to pay this much, and then like it's totally off from what the insurance says or whatever, you know. Just healthcare. Don't live in America. Don't get sick in America, I should say. Don't do that. It's not good. It's not a good time. Anyway. Let's see. I don't know. Are you right? I know I'm right. I had like really bad allergies today. So I'm a little congested, I guess. I sound a little raspy. But let's just, I don't know. I don't really remember how anyone's supposed to sound like anymore. Ever. Nah. So yep. So let's just get into it. Woohoo! Chapter 3. Do you want to close my door? Okay. Alligator. Oh, is this the... Okay.
Hello, Seeing One. My By the power of our great king, Sam Saray, I can speak! Glory to Fayam's chosen king! May he reign forever! The great king has ordered us to entertain the people of this court. I can sing! Would you like to hear a song? I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
Oh no. Not you. You haven't done anything wrong. My king should know better than this. Did you say you're a jobless heathen? That's okay, Blade. That's okay. You're very sweet, but I don't want to hear a song.
Then, may I dance for you? Or tell a story?
No.
Then, is there something I can bring you?
You aren't a servant. Don't concern yourself with me, please.
But...
Do you have a name?
Me? I'm only a beast. But I'd gladly accept any name you give me, saying one.
Name me.
What?
My name. Rao naming, not saying one.
The great king forbids disrespect, and to a sage, I couldn't.
Then here's your name. Rao Netu.
What?
You said you'd accept any name I gave you. I'm giving you that one. I forbade it!
But seeing...
Is it respect to call your own sister like a stranger?
Name me.
Come sit with me, Tutu. Let's enjoy this beautiful morning. The wisdom of Fayam. Fayam is the ancient peoples? ? By all appearances, the great enchantment preserving King Sari's monument did not extend to the temple across the river. It sits half submerged, a symbol of neglect. Oh, this is like, okay. A somewhat familiar sight greets us at the entrance. Tenet, sight of Fayam, aspect of truth enshrined in the hollow temple. Has seen better days. Well, no need for any confession. Hey, Tensho! Hello! Welcome in! How are you? Happy Friday. Well, no need for any confession. We're lucky Tandem here hasn't blocked the entrance completely, but...
I think it's too narrow for me.
And you can't just break through the wall again. Not without another gladiolus, no. So we parked the lizard outside for a bit. She's in the car!
Oh.
And I think we'd better not leave Tutu alone in her condition, Ysme. Then you stay with her. And of course I wouldn't mind, but... Well, I'm in the future. It's Saturday. Oh, well, happy weekend! This starts my Thanksgiving vacation, so I have the whole week off, so yay, I'm happy.
When Amy took me traveling with her, there were a lot of places where I couldn't fit. So she used the great mystery and made me small enough to hold in her hand.
How's the future looking? The future's looking dark outside. I should have imagined something like that. Do you remember which flower she used?
It's his face. Oh my god, she was like, why?
she's so done with everybody.
Now, I only remembered that she talked to me, and then I felt small, and then I was small.
I can see I'm going to need to improvise.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. We'll figure this out. It is also dark in the past. I concur. It is dark right now outside. It is 9:14. Ysme looks on impatiently, but says nothing as I withdraw my notebook. Yes, I'm pretty sleepy. Rose mallow seems like a safe bet, so I'll set that aside. I look like a hibiscus.
What does it mean?
Transformation, but it's too open-ended on some. It needs direction. This would be very simple if I only had... Oh. That photograph. That photograph, yes. I certainly saw it in Felicie Ferret's survey vehicle, but... Why on earth did I take this?
Yeah, I'd win.
Shut up. Stay on task. Right, I suppose it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's sad because Ysme can command Loik to do things, and she commanded him to forget about the person in that photo. It's very sad. I returned the photo to its place. No more sense in throwing it out than keeping it. As I continue paging through, a sprig of mint draws my eye. I'd all but forgotten this one. Filed among the more obscure meanings here. A comfort akin to lavenders, yet more tactile, a cradling in place. I almost passed it over before recalling Kesserat, who likened it to the vast embrace of fate, fledgling awareness in the arms of its mother. The memory comes unbidden, my own newborn, shielded from the cold and unfamiliar world, and possibly tiny in my arms.
Loik?
Oh, I'm fine, Tutu. This might do it, but I'll need you to work with me a bit. Close your eyes, please.
Okay.
You as well, Ysme, if you don't mind. What? Bear with me. The weight of expectation tends to hinder this one. It'll be easier with no audience. Whatever. She turns away without further complaint. It strikes me that our earlier conversation with the voice has somewhat dampened her usual energy. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Get some bacon and you put it in your pancakes. Thank you. Tutu, Nami held you said. Would you think of that for a moment? Even if the memory is faint, just try to imagine it. Picture yourself in her arms, warmed by her embrace, safe and secure. Let the world outside fall away. Forget my voice and hear her speak. Feel her words move in the earth, as in her chest. Form is temporary. It is transitory. To this feeling, it is secondary. Know this and be unbound.
Ow! Wow!
Wonderful! Better than I'd hope.
You're amazing, Loik!
No. This is as much your accomplishment as mine. If your focus had wavered at all, it would have failed. Rose Mallow is difficult that way.
You really can't do anything with mystery.
Only in theory. I can do only what I've found in meditation.
I wonder if you could possibly use it to help someone remember something?
Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, about that.
forgotten so much about before Naomi put me to sleep.
Honestly, the thought crossed my mind.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know she's on his phone! She's on his phone!
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's crossed my mind. I wish I could help you, Tutu, but I already know I lack the resources. Lilacs spark remembrance, not among the flowers I brought from home. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Chaz! Hello, Chaz! Welcome in! You're so tiny.
Sorry, your remote was there, and I thought I would. Welcome in! Happy Friday! Happy Thanksgiving break! If your kids have break, my students did. We're playing Soul of Sovereignty, Chapter 3. This came out, so we're gonna read it. Hopefully, I stay awake the whole time.
No, that's fine.
You're done, right? Yes. Thank you for waiting. Ysme, shall we go? I'm just off on Thursday and hosting family all week. Good luck. The Temple of Fate. This year is not my turn. Me and my brother take turns hosting, and this year is their turn. Yay! But I still have to cook and bring some stuff over, but it's easier. I don't have to like deep clean the house right beforehand. That's always. I did that the last couple weeks, so I'm tired. Also, everybody coming in, the fundraiser is live. I have the Tiltify link up in the pin tweet. Also, there's a in the upper corner here. There's a QR code. It's for to help my sister-in-law with her fight against breast cancer. That's the plan this weekend. Oh, good luck. Deep cleaning's not fun. It's not.
I thought so. I've been to this place before.
I worked overtime with advertising in the background.
Naomi brought me once. She studied here. It was very beautiful, full of flowers and light. I don't understand. Why is it underground?
The whole world's landscape changed dramatically after you were sealed away, Tutu. I've heard theories that part of air crust was intentionally lowered into the earth for preservation. Saying the state of this place, I'm not so sure. But let's not waste time on my theories. We came with specific instructions to hear the wisdom of Phaeton.
How do we do that?
By asking, I hope. I kneel before the statue. Almighty... The words feel stiff on my tongue. Almighty God of language. By your eyes we see. By your hands we preserve. By your tongue we speak. Show mercy to the soul who asks for more. Bow to your sensei. The temple shakes, not with the violence of an earthquake, but as if the stone has come alive. I lift my head to see that it has. The God of language. My faithful child. Showered in divine light, the temple is revitalized, and long-dead hydrangeas sprout up from the dust. Oh, you fapping. I called a typo. That's fine. It happens. Oh, dang. That's cool looking.
Bam! Bam the Divine! Can it really be?
You who have kept our ways. Seeing one, be now seen. I receive you as a child of Accent. Thank you. But my speech is poor, and I bring a guest. May I? What sorrow must I sully my tongue? Oh, feel free to leave me out of this. Does the giver of all language truly prefer one over the other? The language of Palace was forced on you, my son. On all of us, but it was not. But was it not also born of your gift? My gift is sacred. A threatening edge creeps into the god's voice. After such a prayer, you blaspheme? No. Only my prayer seems to have gone unanswered. Oh gosh. Silence! Hello? Are you about to fail me this trial or what? Ysme, I don't believe this is fair.
What?
You dare? And if I'm mistaken, I accept your judgment. But have mercy on me, God of Accent. I can hardly be called your son. Traitor, then. Decked with bluebells for Policion's puppet. Ysme parses only that name. She narrows her gaze, drawing a bitter smile from Thayan. Yes, pretty little doll, I mean you. You don't know a thing about me. I know that your reign will be no nobler than his, and your mosaic no less foul. But my sovereignty should have been the last. Shall we take that as a confession? That I am not Fayam? Oh, but I am. Look far and wide. Who else bears the name? Our giver of language quit this world like the other divinities. Must unclaimed worship go to waste? Then you've stolen Fayam's identity. It's identity theft! Identity... She needed to get that, identity... What's that called? Protection? Identity protection, insurance or whatever. Where'd my thing go? I have inherited my birthright. Something, Queen of Askant. As queen, I secured the prosperity of my people. As sovereign, I protected the great mysteries you so casually flaunt. And you will admonish me, traitor? You, little doll? Will you presume to lecture me on honesty? Would that make you get to the point? Ah, yes. What do you care for any of this? You feel nothing. Not even for the one you deserted. He who bears the yoke you could not. Stop. Her voice is startled cold. The sovereign Fame shrieks with laughter. What world will you rule, O light and hunger, without even the courage to look at him? And you, my lost child, will you outrun your own shadow in pursuit of the sun? Oh. The Sovereignty's guardian sent you to me in search of wisdom. Now receive it. Here is enlightenment, exalted in witness. Let truth not hide. Be entwined in mind and memory, in body and soul. Be unveiled.
Holy Fayam? What about me?
She's like, oops. Record scratch. One of his mistakes.
You mean...
Sarai, my fool of a son. I confess I can almost see what drove him to this particular foolishness. You are very charming.
Thank you.
This child is not yours, little one. Still, I reward those who honor my name. I will reveal whatever you seek.
Thank you so much. I'm searching for my friend, Rao Nami. Can you tell me where to find her?
Watch her wreathed in misty light. Did you not sing Kesserat's verses? That one was your friend's namesake, the moon.
Oh, wow! I didn't know! I'm sorry, Holy Fam, but why did you tell me that?
Because you know so very little about your friend, Rao Nami.
I know that she protected me, and she promised to return for me no matter what.
So she did, and whence would she return? Why did she leave you at all?
I don't know.
Then listen. In the years of my earthly reign, a certain man began his ascent to power in palace. What I feel first is warmth.
In the fireplace, in the music, in the sweet smell from the kitchen. In the mild chaos of a half-dozen conversations, none to do with me. I love this one. I've craved it for so long. Reach for the veil and silence and solitude. But as I bathe in this feeling, it all makes so much sense. I slip into focus without even thinking about it. I touch something mundane yet so divine, so new. It spreads over my fingertips, soft and easy as a breath. Still with us over there? There's the professor. My mind's somewhere higher, still falling, and everything about him is beautiful. Every hair on his head exactly in place. Every freckle, every wrinkle, every cell. Time collapses into this strange, perfect moment, forever and ever.
Oh, this is Loik. I must have missed that. Oops. I never read all that in like a deep voice. Loik, are you alright? Wait. But, Professor, pardon me. I'm fine. Oh my god, wait. This is his memory.
Look, this is a consultant. Ysme the narrator. Bruh, how am I supposed to... Okay. Oh my god, wait. This is his memory. Maybe time to turn in early, huh? I promise the beds here are much more comfortable than the chairs. I wasn't sleeping. He sees the carnation folded lightly in my hands. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh my god, I've disturbed your meditation. No, that's alright. It wasn't important. Just a stray thought. Must be something you could focus not in this noise. The noise was integral, I think. It set my heart at ease. I like this place, Professor Mullen. Music to my ears. Your first night of freedom. What a blessing to spend it all at lamplight. At the lamplight. Marcel Mullen, living legend, sits in the empty chair at my table. He's really not much taller than me, but I always feel half my size next to him. The kind of guy whose sheer presence eats up a room. On that note, good news. You and Benny will have your own beds tonight. Less good for me and the rest, but we'll make it work. You're leading this expedition, Professor. You shouldn't be sleeping on the floor. Ha! I've slept like a baby on far worse. His tone goes soft as he looks over the dining room. Ah, I wish you could have seen this place when it opened. To tell you the truth, it was a hole in the ground, and still a godsend. Good thing you added that last bit, or you'd be sleeping like a baby on the porch. And there's his laugh again, too loud in my ear, but I can't hate it. Ha ha! Nothing but love in my heart, Alma. This is my favorite place on earth. You've done your father proud. Alma makes a show of rolling her eyes, then stands a little taller. What a charmer. And this would be Loic, I'm guessing. It's a pleasure, Miss Briold. I've heard so much from Albane. Here we go. What's that girl been telling you? That you're a fantastic cook. Well deserved, I think. Oh, listen to you. How'd such a little gentleman end up in this crew? Maybe you'll teach Marcel how to act. A rebel like me? This time she really rolls her eyes. Then Mullen's natural outdoor voice drops to a hush. Alma, Mr. Ard here is our guest of honor. He's the reason we're back at this. His guidance saw us further into Aircrest than ever. His guidance? I thought she was a student. Of agriculture, yes, but you'll find no better teacher of the sage's mystery anywhere. A dim place under a canopy of flowers. A cold, pretty voice. Again. You're very kind, but I'm a student of both. Well, now I have a dozen questions. Alma! And 2 dozen jobs. Oh, don't let me keep you! I wouldn't dream of it. Alma, hey! I heard you the first time. Goddamn, let a woman have a conversation. She stomps off while the professor shakes his head, chuckling. Some things never change. You seem like good friends. Luckily for me. Between us, Alma's the real pioneer. Her family loved this land back to life while I was still stripping it for gold. And he sighs. Loic, I know I've done it to death, but let me repeat myself. Thank you for joining me. I should be... No, you actually should not be thanking me. I earned every bit of the rest start we had. And despite everything, you gave me your trust. I want you to know it wasn't misplaced. The Builder's reign is ending. If not in my lifetime, then in yours. Or maybe tomorrow, if this goes really well. I don't know about that. With you and Benny by my side, who can say? He quickly scans the room. At least I hope Benny's still with us. How long ago did she run off? Half an hour or so? Ha!
half an hour! Don't tell me she wandered. Alma was just saying about a monster attack.
Oh, Professor.
Listen to me. She's still she's still a kid. Betty knows this town better than I do. Why don't I run and get her? No. Mullen offers to spare me the trouble as always, but I'm already up. I'm overheated now. I could use a walk in the snow. I tell him, and he finally lets me go. I make my way through the dining room, fish out my coat from the crowded rack, and step into the night. The lamplight has no windows facing out here. The way Mullen put it, the whole tower was built to turn its back on the mosaic. On a moonless night like this, that eyesore is the only light to see by. A girl stands ankle-deep in snow, staring up at it. There you are. Cold. Benny? Oh my god, it's cold! She runs at me and wriggles herself under my arm, full body shivering.
Read me the Policia, please.
With her whole face buried in my chest, she misses the look I give her, but not the sigh.
Be nice to me.
If I must. A gold Policia. I didn't always make a habit of keeping things. The reds were no problem, but the golds I couldn't read worth a day. I could never see fire as a comfort. Maybe I didn't want to. Now it comes easy as imagining the room I just left. Come in from the cold, my love. Benny unwinds in my arms. She sings out a sigh, eyes flittering, lips curled in bliss. I lap up the view like an animal.
What would I do without you?
Wear a coat, probably. She play punches my chest.
Do you ever think about the first time you used your magic for me?
You mean the day we met?
Not for myself, for me.
Oh, yes, of course.
But you still barely knew me. I was so embarrassed. I thought I was okay. It'd been a few weeks with no problems. And then I saw, and the floor dropped out under me.
Even this far away.
Like, of course it was in advanced constructs or whatever. I forgot Marcel always tore it out of the books he sent me. So I panicked. And then I started panicking that I was panicking. And I heard myself hyperventilating, and I was like, oh god, I'm in a library. I have to be quiet.
She laughs about it now. I tried to smile.
And then you leaned over, put your hand on my back, and said, relax, baby.
I didn't say that.
I remember you saying it.
Well, that settles that.
You told me I was out of his reach. I'll never forget that. It felt like a weight was lifted away. I could breathe again. And I just remember thinking, uh-oh. Like, I'm in trouble. It was over for me. I didn't think there was a chance you'd ever see me the same way.
I'm the lucky one, Betty. What were you doing out here alone?
Sketching. This was always my brainstorming spot when the inn got busy. Did you meet Alma?
You'll be happy to hear I praised her cooking.
Smart man.
You didn't need to prepare me, It was really that good. I really was that good.
Some people just like to hear it, don't you?
My cooking's nowhere close.
Not cooking. I mean what you're good at. The things you work hard on.
I could do with a bit less recognition, to be totally honest.
You're humble. Me, I'll take what I can get.
You're brilliant, Benny.
Oh, come on.
I'll say it until you get tired. You're brilliant. Is the coat really that nice? Finest coat I've ever owned. You should try wearing one. Another punch. I lied. I wasn't actually working. I needed to get my head on straight before everything changes tomorrow. We're not finding the sovereignty tomorrow. But it's the first real step. Marcel was spinning his wheels for so long. He wouldn't have given up in a million years, but I almost did. When he took me in, he said he was going to finish what my dad started. Pick up the torch that got him killed. How was I supposed to feel about that? I tightened my arms around her. But we're really doing it, aren't we? We're really going to change the world. I didn't believe it was possible. Neither did I. I'm so glad you smile now. What? I always smiled. I was trying to suppress that for the longest time. What? I always smiled. Sure. But not like that. Is this Lilia's mom, maybe? Oh, good. Marcel Mullen takes a big, awkward steps across the snow. Shall I let Alma know you're spending the night out here? Happy to take one of the extra beds. Oh, stop. I haven't been out that long. My God, and she's not even wearing a coat. And this! Do I look cold? You did a minute ago. Punch. For once, the professor doesn't laugh with us. He sees the barely shining Calicia and sighs. Aw, they're so cute. I've had a long day, okay? You're too good, Lake, but please save your energy. And don't you go catching a cold. It's not like you need me in the ruins. Needs besides the point, Benny Deep Bear. I want you to not have a cold. Double that if you'll be expecting poor Loik at your bedside all week. Please don't worry about me, Professor. Really, I couldn't be happier. Well, that's what matters, isn't it? And based. But come on, let's pack it in. We've got a long day tomorrow. Fine. Lead the way. I'm gonna take a sippies of water. Be cozy up in here. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have a break coming up in 13 minutes, so we'll pause at that moment. Maybe get up and move around a little bit. What do you make of all of this, Ysme? Oh, you're here. I've been here, helpless as you recounted my memory. I think I'm starting to grasp the nature of this trial. But what do you think? What's to think? I'll admit I'm a little excited to dig through your dirty laundry, but this is nothing. I'd agree, except I don't think I'm quite off the hook yet. At any rate, you already knew I'd been to the Hollow Temple before. This was the first trip of many, back when we were all a bit more enthusiastic about the whole thing. You were pretty enthusiastic about your Professor Mullen. I was. Before our paths crossed, I had lost hope. Without exaggeration, Marcel Mullen changed my life. Marcel Mullen. Mullen. What am I saying? He showed me that a different world than the Builders was possible. That was more than enough for me. He was a very charismatic man, as you witnessed. Generous, considerate, optimistic, almost to a fault. I admired him with all my heart. But the closer he came to the sovereignty, the more he changed. At last, on the brink of discovery, I realized I no longer trusted him. And still, he was my first love. Ben was my second. And that'd be Betty, the dead wife. Not dead, Ysme, and no longer my wife. Oh shit! We were too young. We hardly knew ourselves. Well, no point in explaining if this trial continues how I expect. Yikes. Yikes! I knew he was a dad, but I didn't know he was a divorced dad. That makes it, almost worse. Oh, the sad dad vibes continue. Terrible envy ruled Pelician's heart, whispering aspirations of glory, of godhood. Calloused fingers closed tight around my wrist. No, don't go. Professor, it's all right to be nervous. Nerves are only natural. This is more than nerves. Something's very wrong. I can't explain it. Try. What? Try to explain it. Explore your feelings. Isn't that what flower reading is all about? Professor Mullen? Yes. Do you sense something? Something you know? The chill you're feeling. What is it really? Come on, try. He's too close. I expect to smell liquor on his breath, but he's sober. I don't understand. Don't understand! Feel it! The sovereignty's close. My hands are nearly on it. But soon the builder's tower will fall and I will reign. His hands are on my shoulders now, digging in. Professor, let me... This is the closest we've ever come, my friend. Don't turn away now. Look! Look at me! I wake up damp with sweat. I haven't seen that one in a bit. I don't need to look at the clock to know it's nowhere near daybreak. I glance at Benny's back to make sure I haven't woken her. Hard to tell these days. As I'm lying there, waiting for my heart rate to fall back to normal, I hear something. A tiny sniffle that carries down the hall. Sounds like I'm not the only one having nightmares tonight. I'm out of bed in a second. Ben rustles under the covers. Oh well. Leah's crying. I'll go. She pulls the covers over her face. Newborn. Newborn couples. Couples with a newborn. Once upon a time, a kid named Marcel Mullen found a temple that had nothing but an altar, so everyone called it Hollow. Years later, he went back to prove the name wrong. With my help, he came an inch away from godhood. Then he was nice enough to show me what a big mistake I was making. So I ran. The whole world was watching when Marcel Mullen's greatest find turned out to be the latest in a series of nothings. That was the end for him. And for all of us. Alben tried to stay in the game. She joined a few expeditions efforts that all fizzled out. No more interest from collectors meant no funding. Next, she turned to apparel design, her passion. Her other passion. It didn't take her long to remember why she'd given up on it in the first place. So here we are, bright and early tomorrow. She'll be teaching artisanry to board. I will learn to read. Don't worry. So here we are. Bright and early tomorrow, she'll be teaching artisanry to bored high schoolers. I'll be selling 24 roses if it's a good day. The treasure rush is over. When I make it down the hall, Leah's sitting on the edge of her bed. Her eyes are enormous.
Dad!
Honey, what's the matter? Did you have a bad dream?
Yeah.
She sounds like the smallest thing in the world. I kneel down and let her stumble into a hug. It's okay. Everything's alright. I'm here. We go on like this for a minute. Me as still as a stone, whispering as she squeaks into my chest. Once she finally starts to tire herself out, I test the waters. Let's go back to bed, okay?
No.
She clenches her microscopic fists, wide awake in a second. I know where this is going. I started putting Ysme in the vase by her bed once these nightmares started. I'd never spent much time with it before having a kid. I wish it worked so well on me, but my meditation hasn't gone that far. At least my 4-year-old's bad dreams are less stubborn than mine. I touch the little white flowers without touching, smoothing them into a shape I remember. Leah, the bad dream is gone. It won't bother you again. Now, let's have a better dream. Let's have an adventure. Anywhere in the world. Where will we go?
Ice cream.
A laugh knocks the magic out of my voice. Okay. Okay, Leah. Let's go for ice cream. We'll walk to the place on the corner. You know the one. The day will be bright and beautiful, and the neighbors will smile and wave as we pass.
Can Mimi come?
Of course. We'll take her on our walk, and stop to let everyone pet her along the way. Now I've got it again. It's always easy like this, a conversation. We'll sit in the park with our ice cream, laughing in the sunny grass, watching her run and play. She's quiet now, seeing it so clearly, leaning her little head on my shoulder. Careful as I can, I hoist her back into bed, then lay a kiss on her forehead. And after that, the last words of the spell. Good night, Leah. Sweet dreams.
He's so sweet.
When I pick myself up and turn to go, my wife is standing in the doorway. There's a look in her eyes I recognize. I don't like it. Benny? Everything's okay? Of course, just another nightmare. Okay. We go back to bed. I know exactly what she's going to say once we settle down. Did you have to use magic on her? Benny, let's not do this, please. I'm just saying, was it necessary? She would have tired herself out. In an hour or two, maybe. I say it with a smile, like the charm is going to save me. Isn't that fine, though? Isn't that how it's supposed to be? And there goes that. It's such a big part of our lives, it feels. I'll break a plate and you'll fix it with a flower. But maybe we should just throw out the plate sometimes. Like we've been doing for the past year, I don't say. Is it upsetting you that much? I'm not upset, I really don't think it's healthy for you. So here's a thought. It's a sunny, lazy afternoon, and my newlywed wife walks past me into the living room. There's a coy little smile on her lips and a bundle of pink wrapped in her hair. She's wearing one again. She's been obsessed ever since she first asked me to read it to her. Aren't you curious? Now it's a sure thing, our green light. I see her against the wall on the floor, out of her mind, begging for my hands on her. And I think... But of course I don't say what I think. What do you mean? Don't get me wrong. I know your magic is important to you. Ugh. I'm not saying that's a bad thing by itself, but imagine you had to give it up for a week. Could you do it? Would you like me to? Can you please just answer the question? No. I honestly don't think I could. Now, if I asked you to give up artisanry for 1 week, no, that's not fair. It's not the same thing. Because everything in our home was built with it, you mean? She almost agrees. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about all the things it's done for us. About Lilia. No, my God, that's not what I meant! About me, then. No, never mind. Forget I said anything. Benny, help me understand. Where did this start? What is this about, really? Nothing. Please just forget it. And here comes another thought. Less than that. Almost an inch. It crawls up my spine and clutches the back of my brain. I catch it leering through the window from the porch, waiting to be let in. So I turn the lock and shut the blinds, because I always do. All right. Let's take a quick little break while we continue. Before we continue, blah, 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 blah. Let's take a short 2-minute break. I'll be right back. You'll be right back, and we'll get right back on the story. Get up, stretch, get a drink, all those things. Do all that and more. I'll be right back. Once upon a time, I was gonna be the very best there was. And then my rival came with his stupid face to make my journey suck. We haven't even left yet, he already says he's gonna kick my butt. And even though I win, I get the sense that this will not be the last time. Will not be the last time. Will not be the last time, because you always follow me everywhere, 'cause you are Gary. You are such a jerk. Your ego's bigger than your hair, and you don't even give a care, because you are Gary. You are such a jerk. You always get one step ahead. You haven't heard a word I've said. You are the biggest jerk in history, Gary. Smell you later, and you left before I could. I'll show you who smells. But every gym I went, just like graffiti, you're on the winners list. And when we reach the end of the journey, I beat you easily. I beat all the elites. We're back. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. I got up and I stretched and I texted my mom. Okay. Back in it. These kind of rocky times we got going on here. I am taking the job. What? I have to. I'd be insane not to. That kind of salary. Benny, I'm telling you. We'll manage, I know. What if I don't want to manage? What if I want something better? Then better means working for Dextera? It means a job doing what I'm good at. Exploring is dead. What other skill do I have? It's not like everyone at Dextera is. No, please, not this. I know you don't want to hear it. What I want to hear has nothing to do with it. Dextera is... You may as well join the Shield. What are you thinking? I knew you'd react like this. She knew I'd be pissed off. My heart's beating in my throat. I take a shaky breath. Benny, what about your father? No, stop. What about his work? Stop it, Lake. The church had him... No, they didn't! Okay? It was a tragedy, not a conspiracy. I just stare, forgetting to breathe. What do you want from me? We didn't change the world, Loik. This is the only one we're getting. I can't keep living like this. There's no future like this. I need to move on. Yikes. Oh, I get what this is about now. It's not your divorce. It's the sweet, patient, nice guy thing. Come on, I want to hear your spin on this one. She isn't a coward, Ysme. She took the builder's paycheck because she was hurting. We're actually on good terms now. All true, more or less. Bullshit. You hate her. I felt it. Whatever you felt, it was over a decade old. Okay, so where's she now? Dexterous still? Got a nice mansion in NC? Oh my god, I knew it. You want me to believe you're on good terms? I don't want you to believe anything in particular, Ysme. Nothing more to say then? Ready for the next one? Gosh, she's so mean. His influence spread outside our walls. Thinking ourselves protected, we did not truly see him. The seasons always change on schedule. Yesterday was autumn, and now it's winter. I woke up before dawn to freezing rain hammering the roof. I read a few Policias to thaw out the house and got to work, putting the bullshit weather as far out of my mind as I could. I thought about perfectly fluffy pancakes layered with fruit and spices, the special occasions breakfast. I thought of my kids' eyes lighting up, and whether or not it actually stopped, I didn't hear the rain anymore. Leah, I repeat, breakfast is ready. If I need to call you again, I'm eating yours.
No, you're not!
Don't underestimate me. I'm very hungry.
No, you're not!
Woof! Mimosa. Mimi runs over to beg for pets as soon as Leah appears in the stairwell. Good morning, sweetheart. Her face.
Hey, don't eat my breakfast.
Too late. All crumbs. I nod toward the table. Weather is perfectly good. What a dad. Oh, God. Never fails. My kid has outgrown a lot of these past few years, but not this.
Wait, what's the occasion?
Occasion? Isn't the reward of my only daughter's radiant smile enough?
No?
Alright, I was bored.
Dad, you never make dessert breakfast unless something really good or really bad happens.
Oh, my heart. When did you become so cynical?
Career day?
This gets a real laugh out of me. She sits looking smug. Well, you're not exactly wrong. Leah, I'm running deliveries tomorrow. This will be our last proper breakfast until you're back. She deflates. When we first split up, Ben had visitation every month. Her hectic schedule dropped that to every other month, then 3, then 2 times a year. Jesus. Now it's just once, every holiday season. It's Unity. Of course I have to see my baby girl.
And I have to go.
For no, honey. I'm sorry. She takes a bite of the pancake I know she can't taste.
Why doesn't she just come visit me?
I know the answer, but I'd basically rather bite off my tongue than say it to her. I don't say anything in time.
She rarely sees me when I'm there. If I stayed home, she wouldn't even notice.
You know that isn't true.
Okay, I guess she'd be heartbroken if I didn't try on her new ugliest dress.
Leah, please. She takes another grumpier bite. Your mother loves you. She may struggle to express it, but she does.
You help people who struggle to express things all the time.
People who ask for that help. Remember what she thought of the charm I gave you last year. A little sunflower to lift her spirits and strengthen her smile. Alban took one look and begged for her to take it off.
She always acts like it's about how they look. Weeds in my baby's hair. It's so fake.
Deep breath. Well, we won't do the hair clip this time. We eat in silence for a minute or two. When she talks again, she's staring a hole in her plate.
What if you just made her forget about the visit?
Leah.
It wouldn't hurt anybody.
Lilia, look at me, please. Our art is not for making other people convenient.
I know. Sorry.
Oh, never mind the convenience making I had to resort to when money was tight. I'm trying to be a good role model right now. I understand how frustrated you feel. You have every right. But try to be patient with her, even if she doesn't deserve it. Even when she falls short. At worst, it's only a few days, honey. I think about the 2-week visits we were doing for a while. 2 entire weeks of our kid killing time between fancy parties.
Yeah.
You know you can call on me whenever you need to.
Yeah.
No, this is rich. Why wouldn't you be on good terms? She was Mom of the Year, once a year. I don't know what you hope to achieve with this kind of ridicule. I don't either. Why do I bother? What's it going to take to get some anger out of you? Your wife divorced you to go work for the builder because she wanted a nice house, and here you are running damage control for her. Even your kid was over it. She may struggle, really? You have made your point. Please, enough. Jeez. However wide the gulf between us has grown, Alban and I once chose to bring a life into the world together. I wanted to believe she would reach out to Leah, if only the door remained open. It took me too long to realize, to accept that it was always closed. I'm not proud of myself. He spilled blood to rally his people. He cannibalized his own and turned their eyes on us. The sun dims on another day. Wake the grieving. I feel like I've lived the same one for 3 months. After the dust started to settle, life had to go on. The messenger is closed, probably forever. I gave the staff what I could and left my door open for them. I thought about toughing it out, but the flood of funerals would have broken me. So I spent every day, the same day, volunteering. Today was the House of Healing Hands in Pink 32. I lived in a Triple H once as a kid. I usually manage to forget, but lately it's getting harder to put it out of my mind. If anyone asks, I help with the meal prep. Really, I read comfort to the grieving, gave what protection I could from that smile hung up on every wall. People usually don't realize what I'm doing. Only a few fanatics start to get ideas in their heads about it. Just wait, one older guy said. He'll put you where you belong. Well, the dog is still here. She greets me at the door, jogging around me in circles, licking my face when I kneel down with her. Then she droops when she figures out I've come home alone again. Sorry, Mimi, not today. The phone rings before I can settle in. I brace myself and pick it up. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Ard.
Great. I'm almost embarrassed at how well I know this voice. Alban's assistant. I really have to go through this stupid song and dance every time she wants to talk. Imagine just picking up the phone and calling someone.
I have Miss Leroy for you.
Thank you, Lucy.
Of course.
Click.
Loik.
Hi, Albane. How are you?
I need your opinion. You know Leah's birthday is coming up.
Yes.
I want to do something for her. A birthday party, sort of. We'll have all her favorite things and invite all her friends and just celebrate her.
She pauses, like I have an answer to that.
I think it would be nice. What do you think?
I think what you're describing is a wake.
Oh my god, I'm trying to be positive.
I understand that, but maybe we'd better save the celebration for her recovery.
You mean you wouldn't come?
I really don't think it's a good idea.
Fine. Okay, fine. I'll forget about it.
She starts to speak and changes her mind 3 times.
I think about her every minute.
What were you doing before?
So do I. Well, she's perfect. She didn't do anything wrong. This is just a test.
I don't. It gets out before I can sweeten it.
Please don't.
And right on cue, the loudest sigh I've ever heard.
A slap would be more subtle. We should really move her to Skylight.
Hallowed Skylight Medical Center, finest in the world. Here we go again.
It would be better for her, a nicer environment, and they say patients are actually responding to treatment there.
Who are they, Albane?
Medical professionals. Medical professionals, like the people finding a cure.
There is no cure! 3 months since the pulse, and not one victim has opened their eyes. What the hell is there to treat? Even the ones in NC aren't waking up. There's nothing any doctor can do. I know better than anyone. I tried every flower that might reach her, some that almost killed me, just to connect, just once, just for a second. Turns out you can't connect to nothing. My kid is gone. Her heart, spark, whatever you want to call it, has been ripped out at the seams. All that's left is a shred of her soul, enough to keep the body breathing for however long it lasts. The young ones have had better luck so far. Maybe she'll hang in there, maybe she won't. Of course it's a test. Why wouldn't it be? How the hell else would they explain it in 20? How would they explain pastors getting knocked off together with all the pagans? And I've seen those miracle cases they've started trotting out. Unbelievers visited by the merciful builder in their comas, called to get on TV and tell the rest of us to repent. They don't even bother to sound convincing. Well, why should that spare me from having to hear their good news regurgitated every freaking day? Like, the receiver shakes in my hand. Sorry, I heard you. Please think about this. I want our baby to have the best. Everything she needs. Except a second parent. I know you do. I'm sorry, that's the door. I have to go. Another sigh. I swear to God. Albane, I have company.
Okay, but I mean it. Think about this, would you?
I will. Take care. And we hang up. It's too real. It's too real. I know who's at the door already. Evening, Sam. Sorry for the wait. Samson, my old employee of 5 years. He called just this morning asking if I could make the time for something important. Nah, not at all. Thanks for having me, boss. He still calls me that, even though the shop's been closed since the pulse. I invite him in, let Mimi beg him for pets, show him to the living room, offer tea, coffee. Water's fine, he says. So, how are you holding up? As well as I can, Sam. I'm always glad to have company. Sam's good with people. I'm being polite, because of course I am. But he knows the last thing I want is company. He'll get to the point. Sure, well, like I said, I wanted to talk about something. Or more like, give you something. I think you'll get a lot out of it. Alright. I can't smooth out the wrinkle in my voice. Something's off. He takes out a soft-covered book, small enough to fit in his pocket. He almost hands it right over, then opts to roll it up, working up to the big reveal. Too late. I've already seen the cover. No image, no blonde, blue-eyed family smiling into the light. Just plain, approachable text. Seeing the vision. I just want to say, you know me. Before Sam worked for me, he was S.H.I.E.L.D. Bad fit. There was no retirement from IS, only desertion. If I hadn't taken him in under my wing, I'd have died before picking up the book like this. Then I was talking to a friend, after the pulse hit his brother. A guy who never cared for the church, all the more reason to buy into this trash. He told me just to read a chapter, and I don't know. It made sense. I felt like all the grief, all the questions tearing me up inside finally had answers. He pauses for effect. It makes me sick. Here grief meets rest. Here wrath finds ease. I used up all the lavender I wore to volunteering. Freak me. Not that I could focus like this. I can't think straight. I need to look at anything else. The tired roses outside, the clean cold kitchen. Made me dreaming of the touch she hasn't felt in 3 months. And I know you have a lot of anger at him. I did too. You know I did. My bedroom door, half up and down the hall. But the builder, well, he's God. He doesn't operate by our rules. He does everything for a reason, even if we can't understand it. It took me a while to really digest that, but I'm getting there now. I picture myself getting up without a word and walking through that door. I can almost hear it slamming. Oh, you hear what I'm saying, boss? I think you better go. Listen, Samson! I'm asking you to leave. The glass of water stays on the table. I see his arm twitch to leave the book too. Then he gets a clue and tucks it back into his pocket. Meanwhile, I pull myself together, because I always do. A few deep breaths, a strained goodbye, and it's over. Really? After all that? You sent him on his way, no problem. What do you believe I should have done? Said anything you were thinking. Read him the flower that means drop dead. And don't tell me you can't after the chimera. The orchids we found did not die nicely. Same result. Ysme, I really hoped you were joking. Bad habit of yours. Are you honestly suggesting that I should have condemned my friend to death for the crime of upsetting me? Fine, the flower that means slam your dick in the door. Is that too evil for you? Is that still too evil for you? You know, I keep remembering what you said before, about those flowers you can't read. Wrong mentality, too disturbing. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit. What if you tried it then? I didn't. And it seems we've reached the end of this journey through my memories. What? Shit. Don't look. Don't say anything. Doesn't work. Fuck! The people placed their faith in him. He promised them power, the luxury of creation made simple. Oh, yeah. The light led me here. Blazing lamps over the stage, sparkling glasses too full with ice, shining sequins and lacquer, radiant, alive. Enough to banish my shadow, enough to guide my steps home. Ysme the dancer. I am Ysme, naturally. And this is Chandelier, a club situated in what we jokingly call the Indigo Light District of Layer 75. In the Mosaic's color-coded subdivisions, how could it be red? I get it. On a busy night like any other, I'm not busy. I sit alone in a curtained VIP booth on the second floor, detached from the revelry below. After a few months' work here, my fresh-eyed wonder has begun to wear thin. I still enjoy it, of course, the performance, the attention, the specter of intimacy. Even the money was an exciting novelty. But all the glittering light in the world weighs nothing on my tongue. Well, look at you. Mom pulls aside the curtain of my booth. Cerise, who showed me the ropes when I was new. Her smile wavers with a kind of friendly annoyance. Sitting pretty. Done for tonight? I'm not allowed to take a break. Not if you're trying to make money, but then you're you, princess. I smile wryly. Cerise has seen more of me than most, yet hardly anything at all. Now get out of my booth. One of us is working. I look beyond her, spying her client outside, a broad-shouldered man with a flowing, honey-colored beard. Cece, come here. What? I'm serious. Tell him to wait. She huffs, truly annoyed now. Just a second, baby. No, just 1 second. I promise it'll be worth it. She pulls the curtain behind her and gives me an irate look. What? He's Shield. What the fuck? Shh. What the heck? Captain Theodore Langlois of the Inner Shield, to be precise. I'll refrain from telling Cerise that I've known him longer than her. Oh god, are they shutting us down or something? Chandelier is legally permissible operation on paper. That is not that the IS would need a legitimate reason to order its closure. But if the Shield had caught up with me, they certainly wouldn't send us captain in plainclothes to buy dance after dance until the right one fell into his lap. The good officer is not undercover. He is several beers into his weekend. What do I do? Let me handle him. She doesn't question this. I have a knack for handling problems. The clown's patient runs out, and he drunkenly gropes for the curtain. I lean into Cerise. She follows my lead, allowing my hand between her thighs, pretending I've done anything to pull a wine from her hips. Oh. What took you so long? We're getting bored. His face brightens, though not with recognition. Even sober, he would never expect to find me like this. Heh. Don't let me interrupt you girls. I want to see what else you can do. He's a void. I see in his eyes a candle set before a howling cavern. We coax him to sit between us. Though he focused fully on and predictably on me. By the time I settle on his lap, he barely notices Cerise making her silent exit. She spares a look of sympathy before pulling the curtain shut. Her loss. You look better anyway. Oh my god, stop. You're so funny. Don't act like you never were planning to shell out for two girls. Captain Langlois has criticized my handiwork before. Artisanry without substance, without discipline, without drive. Most children know the disappointment of conjuring an image from their thoughts only to watch it dissolve in an instant. A solid construct must be designed, not merely imagined, but again I have an unusual capacity for imagination. I picture what I want, issue the command, and press a strip of duct tape to come over his lips. Aren't you breaking the oath, officer? His eyes widen, finally seeing mine for the first time. Or would he smile at this? I can never be sure. Ugh. He tugs gingerly at his new gag. He knows my more elaborate creations tend to lack integrity. This, however, is a simple strip of tape adhered quite firmly to his face. Babe, no, your fake beard. You worked so hard on it. The shock in his eyes succumbs to anger, but too late. By the time he thinks to seize me, he is in handcuffs. I roll off his lap and step out the booth. Langlois breaks the cuffs in moments, fair enough, and tumbles out after me. The valiant officer muscles past a server, then a dancer, then a bouncer before seeming to recall where he is. At a less threatening pace, he tails me to the other floor into a dark hall lined with doors. I linger a moment to make sure he sees which sequined curtain rustles in my wake. What awaits him is a cheaply decorated suite. A fading pin-up girl smiles down like the image of a mattress lined with tawdry scarves. Solemnly sworn to propriety, Captain Theodore Langlaise of the Inner Shield ignores all this. He clutches my shoulders, the safest spot on my body, and shoves me against the wall, rattling the pin-up inside her frame. Oh no, you finally got me. Now what? He fails to reply. Oh my god, you big baby. As I give him a tap on the lips, the fragment of a thought jolts through my mind, through my fingers, the command to dispel any construct. The tape explodes with tiny crackle into sparks of light, kindly sparing his false beard. How dare you! I expected depravity, but this... Sure, and what are you doing here, St. Theodore? That's... He racks his drunken brain for the word classified. None of your business. Okay, then haul me in. I'm sure the wretch's hand won't ask how you thought to look for me in a strip club. I smile at the flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. Then again, why tell anyone? Theodore Langlaise towers over me, face flushed from exertion and drink, broad chest heaving beneath a loose button. Personality and profession aside, he is not an unattractive man by any means. I hate him. Perhaps hatred can be filling. How about this? You'll keep this little run-in between us, and I'll give you what you want so badly. What? Go on. I know you're wondering wondering if they feel as real as they look. Have you no shame? You're disgusting. Calling out his image. My smile turns devilish. Another command. Light spills down my skin, searing away paint, rhinestones, and breasts. Langlaise barks with horror as the builder's fully nude reflection appears between his arms. Fine by me, if that's how you like it. He does not release me. He stammers something weak. A bead of sweat breaks and slides down the side of his nose into his trembling lips. The little candle shines with all its might. You're pathetic. He takes a sharp breath, feeling my palms right up his chest, over his shoulders. But you're lucky. I'm in the mood for pathetic tonight. Quiet. I lean close and whisper music into his ear. How often do you think about this? When you pray, do you feel those pretty hands all over you? And mine begin to trace the rim of his belt. You're sick, he hisses through his teeth. It doesn't look like you mean it. Okay. Until this exact moment, I had dismissed it as a minor side effect of being a passenger in someone else's memory. Now it's unmistakable. I brace myself for rough and meaty hands, humid breath on my skin. I feel next to nothing. Only the barest echo of touch reaches me, weakened across some impossible distance, strangled of all life. Over endless nights and countless partners, it is the most I can ever expect. Theodore Langlaise is far from attentive, for all the difference that would make. I find no need, much less desire, to go through the motions of mimicking pleasure for him. Just once, a faint and fleeting note flickers up my spine. I shut my eyes tightly, focusing, pleading. It is already gone. Great, there you go. My big, terrible secret. I had bad sex with everyone's favorite lapdog. Is this bringing us closer together? This goes a touch beyond bad sex, I think. Okay, the worst of my life. It didn't happen again. Ysme, forgive me. Don't. What? When we first met, I gave you that Policio for the cold. I wish I'd known. I only began to suspect that you felt no pain after the chimera. A blessing of the sovereignty, I assumed. I thought the same of your oppressive stamina and your lack of appetite. But your artisanry, so effortless. I was never sure what to make of that. When you injured your ankle, I mended it for you. Looking back now, I imagine you could have dealt with it yourself. Is that right? Would have made cute and helpless a hard sell, don't you think? I don't know how it's possible, but it's the only explanation I have. You're a construct. A living, self-printing construct. Okay? What? Go on. No, that was all. Wait. Wait! Holy shit! Don't turn your brain off before the good part, detective. I know you saw that logo. Say it. Manufactured by Dextera. That's right, the greatest achievement in artisan engineering. Construct flesh. Just like the real thing, only with a few minor drawbacks. But at least you can sculpt it into whatever you want. Wonder why Dextera chose the builder? Oh, maybe you could ask. You know someone who works there, right? No, Ysme. I won't pretend I look kindly on Alben's career change, but I know what she does. She's in apparel design, not anything like this. Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor. Keep it rolling. Oh man. But his aims for the sovereignty would make the world unrecognizable, carving into it his image. I have never truly known rest. Even now I remain waking, hearing, seeing through eyes frozen open. I lie on a table beneath the sterile lights. The machines hum to life, one after another, as a technician's voice drones orders. I feel none of what they do. After an eternity, my synthetic muscles relax. I jolt it as if to wakefulness, unable to right myself. They've strapped me to the table, of course. Everything in this facility is wrought from his bounty. It would take me an instant to bring this room crashing down. I search for that familiar half-thought, the command to scan and dispel. Nothing emerges from the mist. I go on seeking anything, the authority to modify constructs, the endless designs filed away between my thoughts. I grasp for a part of myself I feel keenly only in its absence. For the first time in my life, I am truly powerless. Why? I know this voice, high and frail. I hear his shoes clicking closer and closer across the tile. Why does one given everything insist on having nothing? You bear the beauty of his face, his perfection of his body, and do you have any idea? Can you possibly fathom it? He leans over the table to look me in the eye. This is no new low. You sank to the depths the moment you rejected him. But in his vision, even the broken vessel is remade. I had faith that you might become a living testament to his mercy, if not the bearer of his majesty. Instead, you made his body an altar to perversion. If not for the commander, you'd still be out there doing God knows what. Langlis had earned his promotion after the dalliance I thought to hold over his head. As I should have foreseen, the church simply disregarded his violation of the oath. An anonymous tip led him bravely into that den of sin where I lurked. The shields returned in force the next night and tore chandelier apart. Patrons, staff, Charisse. I surrendered myself, expecting the violence to end. It did eventually. Now there remains no anger, no sorrow. I stare past my tormentor and into the light, silent as he intones my face. Make no mistake, death is what you deserve. But to harm his image is sin, and I refuse to stain my hands as you have. I will do my duty as a servant of his vision and extend his final grace. He looks off and nods, signaling the end of our talk. Two masked figures approach, and the world begins to move. Leave the laboratory, still strapped to the table. I leave the laboratory, still strapped to the table, watching the sterile slowly give way to the ornate, from Dextera to sanctum. At last, my destination, a small, dark room. When the door closes, I see nothing. Empty time passes and passes. Then a smile shines forth. I have seen his face countless times. Here in this place beyond hope, it is transfigured, holy, beautiful, real enough to touch. It has already defeated me. No, Ysme. I know, right? So which was your wife? Oh, so which was your wife? Did you see her? I would much rather not violate your privacy like this. If you'd prefer I spared you my thoughts, I won't say another word. And then you'd get to go on playing nice. Sounds like a bad deal. I don't want you to pretend. The cat's out of the bag, so let's talk about it. Once upon a time, Dexterra got all their top talent together and made a vessel for the builder. Did the builder not design the world as we know it? What is he, exactly? To need a vessel. You know what he is. You just saw him. He's the image. When he became sovereign, he embedded himself in the world, in that smile that hates you in submission. He doesn't have a physical body anymore. But that's not enough for his hands. They want a king, a walking, talking, touchable builder to hate them in person. So they made me. Dexterra did, by the way, where your ex-wife works. Just mentioning that again. She's not being petty. You know, she's not being petty. Thank you for the explanation, Ysme. May we continue? Oh, sure. Take it away. He would unify mankind and erase every aberration. Seasons wax and wane in the light of his smile. Before this eternity was confusion, a lurid stain without meaning. I am blessed to serve in the sanctum of his hands, to kneel in adoration of his image. After raising the mosaic, the builder himself reigned within its walls for 100 years. He blessed the first warden of hands, who painted his very portrait of life, from life. Or so the scripture would tell us. The image, uniquely blessed, conveys the builder's will. The righteous bask in his love, the rebellious face his judgment. I am remade, if not righteous. His smile has replaced me my every want. A bell rings the end of evening prayer. All go to their own tasks, each of us his hands. Hands to lift him, hands to seat him. Hands to draw his water, hands to disrobe him. Hands to bathe him, to anoint him. Hands to lay him to rest in his chapel. At last our work is done. We file out of his presence, each with a low bow. Low bow. Wait. The procession has all but gone. Only I hear the timid call. Please. What is this? The builder guides me, but here is my God, the image made flesh, with a strange and sad look in his eyes. Chaos churns in my mind as I stand frozen by the door. Please, come closer. With halting steps, I obey. He stands at my exact height. He presses his trembling palm flush against mine. Dallie is pretty dang awesome, and I stand by that. Thank you. Thank you, Blade. You're also very cool. He gazes through his shadow into my eyes. Then, with a light touch, he dispels my mask into light. You. He frowns. I can't bear it. I look up at the wall where the images smile, inviting me back. I reach for it, sink into it. Who are you? The question tears my focus away. Please, say something. Who are you? Who am I? I'm nobody. You bear my face. I look at him, and my eyes begin to adjust. You're nobody. I am the builder's chosen vessel. I am to bear his majesty. Wait! Stop, please! The builder's chosen vessel clings to my robe. I once overheard the warden's praying. He asked for guidance with the failure, one blessed with perfect lightness who rejected him. The dam breaks, and a memory pours in, hatred like a crushing bite, certain death. Why? Anger builds in my voice. Why did you ask if you already knew who I was? I didn't believe it. You nearly fulfilled his vision. You could have saved this world. Well, congratulations. Now you can do it. My mind grows sharper every moment. Too much has already surfaced. I apologize for how low energy I am. Oh, no. If you need to go to sleep, it's okay. It's alright. I'm also pretty eepy. I might go on for a little bit longer, though. I was hoping to try and get to the end of this, but who knows how long that will be. It could be another hour or so. So, keep on trudging. My mind grows sharper every moment. Too much has already surfaced. I pulled the corner of my robe away from him and turned toward the door. Is it true that you left? You saw outside our sanctum. You walked among our people, our Mosaeans. Flecks of light gather at the edges of my vision. What was it like? I hear music, cheers, laughter, a sigh of contentment in my ear. Please, tell me anything. It was the time of my life. And it's over. Wait. This time he throws himself on the floor. Please don't go. Please. You are the builder's chosen. Why are you whining? He's angry with me. He knows my heart. He knows that after the servants have all gone, I want them to come back. He knows that when they bathe me, I watch their hands move on my skin, and His voice breaks. He buries his head deeper, almost touching the tile. It's all I can think about. And I repent, but he doesn't forgive me. Because he knows I don't truly mean it. I don't want to be alone. I can't stand it. Please. For a long while, I simply stare at him. Then, at last, I kneel down. I cannot feel his face. He cannot feel my hand. And still he watches with full, savoring focus. Skip. Ysme. Skip. We're skipping this one. You didn't want to pry before, so don't start now. At least allow this much. What became of him? Who cares? He's the heart of this memory. He's the heart of this memory. Then freaking... Don't ask me. For above all, Pelisian loathed what he could not control. Ysme. He presented the name to me one evening, his eyes glowing with pride. Ysme. Naturally, he had chosen it based on mine. Madame Ysme, wayward courtesan from the old and little-remembered play, The Starveling Heart. I had neither seen it nor read it, only the poster I knew. A woman bathed in glittering jewels, arms thrown wide in ecstasy, smiling as if aware that I watched. She reigned behind the bar at the first refuge I found from shield and sanctum. Never mind that she was likely a mistress of King Pelisian's. To my eyes, she was freedom and joy. To my new eyes, she was freedom and joy. In that very instant, she was me. Ysme knew none of this. He simply wanted a name to echo mine. Hey, DJ Dinklebonk, how you doing? Happy Friday, or Saturday, or weekend, or pre-Thanksgiving. Choose your poison. Whichever one you want. I hope you're doing good. Welcome in. There is a pinned, what's that called? Pin chat pin link, Tiltify, the, raising, money for my sister-in-law who's, fighting breast cancer. That's why my bow is pink. See? So I'll be wearing the pink bow all week. Thank you. I hadn't wished to show him my heart. Who am I talking to? I hadn't wished to show him my heart, less from the certainty that he would understand, more from the pain of remembering. Thanks, I celebrated Thanksgiving back in October. Right. Are you from, like, Canada or something? All our holidays are different. But I remember now, bit by bit, his persistence has awakened me. Each night, he lies in my unfeeling arms and adores me as I resemble fragments of another life, tales of a soul set free in the whirlwind of sin beyond our walls. Canadian Thanksgiving, yeah. He truly knows nothing, as I once did in his place. One day, the sky screen broke. It went completely red for hours, freaked everybody out. He's so cute. But we laughed about it. There goes our indigo light. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. No, please, I want to know. Damn his curiosity. The memory struck so suddenly that I said too much, and now I must say more. I grit my teeth and patiently explained to Ysme the concept of a red light district. He knows the mosaic enough, in theory, to follow the rest of the joke. Oh, that's funny. And damn his smile. And the sky over the entire layer was red. That must have been alarming. I turned it off for repairs, and then when we saw the sky, the real one, how did it look? Like the fake one, except real. You're teasing me. The sunrise was better. We all sat for an hour just watching it. All of us, but Cerise had sat with me. I spare myself from having to explain her. Ysme fails to put words to the longing so clear in his gaze. He manages a weak hum, staring with his mind's eye at some distant horizon. When did you first want to leave? Later than you. He winces. I don't want to leave. Sure. I always think of the mosaic and its people. I love them more than anything. You can't love what you don't know. I love what you tell me. I clench his hand too tight. That's not good enough. If you love it so much, then go see it yourself. Tyler, I don't flinch at the crack of his wrist. Nothing's stopping you. Your magic still works. Just go. I can't. The Builder has chosen me. The Builder hates you. No. He hates everyone. That isn't true. I was once in his place, yet he is unlike me. He has been more carefully sheltered, more thoroughly indoctrinated. His spark is not extinguished. Still, it burns weaker than mine. He wants to protect everyone, Ysme, even you. Wide, earnest eyes. How does he unleash such cruelty in the same breath as my name? I pull away. It's late. The morning bell won't ring for another 3 hours. For us, ever restless, the night is young, but I'm exhausted. Our early meetings were easier. The night Ysme first reached out to me, I felt saved. I wanted nothing more than to return. Before morning, he dutifully replaced my mask and hid me among his flock until the evening bell. So it went. I would continue my daily labor, feigning obedience as defiance regained its shape in my heart. Soon the image no longer cowed me. Now I meet its useless fury with my own. And how useless it is. I've recovered myself in full, only lacking the power to do anything about it. My true self continues to toil away in the Builder's prison, dreaming more and more vividly of the life she has lost forever. Ysme is my life now. His pleading eyes, his ignorant questions, his make-believe touch. This completely helpless wretch has imprinted on me. Like a duckling! He's a little duckling. As he watches me go, he never asks if I'll return tomorrow. Of course I will. Anything else would be cruel. I'm done. What? I'm not doing this anymore. What? No! Please stop! So the builder doesn't hate you. Fine. I do. How ridiculous, I think, for us to shed tears. I think to say more, a dozen other things, a litany of hurt that never quite reaches my lips. I tear away from his miserable stare and head for the door, each step quicker than the last. I have no hope of evading capture. Guards will seize me and return me to solitary confinement, allowing me to lose myself once more in the builder's icy smile. When my thoughts fall silent, I will re-emerge into service. I will tend to the chosen vessel while he awaits, patiently, hopefully. He will whisper to me night after night, week after week, and I will not hear him. When weeks become months, his hurt will overtake him as mine has. He will surrender to his God, erasing the last trace of me from his heart. But for tonight, I will run. You make everything sound so freaking dramatic. He's still there. I know that how... Is that how little spine you have? You're feeling sorry for the builder now? The person I just saw was not the builder, Ysme. Then catch up. When they tried channeling him into me, if I fought like hell, the person you just saw rolled right over. It didn't go well. He's been unconscious ever since. He woke up in the last chapter. But for one glorious moment, the builder himself came to life in his sad, sad body. And you know what happened next? I'll give you a hint. It was the worst day of your life. I don't feel sorry for him. Are we done here? He calls the pulse. Oh, let me get back my reverb. Do I have the... That's fine. Pelusian was a threat unlike any before him. Your friend foresaw that if he claimed the sovereignty, he would destroy the world. She departed for Palace to fight him with all her strength.
But Pelusian became the builder, didn't he?
Indeed.
Then... Maybe.
Know this. Before she left her side, Rao Nemi read a powerful enchantment and cast the royal monument into slumber, to awaken only at her return.
Then she did come back for me. That's why I woke up.
The moon has set, little one. Now sunlight reigns over the day. You have heard my wisdom. Farewell.
Wait!
Well, that sure happened.
But she says nothing else. As the statue becomes still, a flash of light from behind startles me. Oh, look! Ysme! Lady Ysme!
I hope we didn't keep you waiting long.
No, not at all. How was the trial? What happened?
A bit too much to talk about, I think. I'm sorry. Oh, we had a wonderful bonding exercise. We're practically finishing each other's sentences now.
Really?
Really? Say really. Really. You know what else? We're going to take his teamwork machine and go get ourselves a sovereignty with it. How's that sound? Oh, boys!
Light fills the temple. Light fills the temple in an instant, and a familiar voice speaks.
Man's will is divine. Exalted in witness, be praised. You have endured this trial. And you have yet to demonstrate your readiness to rule. Thus, I offer another trial. I thought you'd say that. Okay, let's hear it. You must see Prael. What? The far continent. Oh, you want us to go across the world now? And what are we going to do when we get there? Crawl around in another cave? Hear from another failed sovereign? It is decreed. Sure is. Great talk. See you next time. Go in triumph, Exalted. You know it.
Like? Why is Lady Ysme acting so strange?
I think she means to say, well, she'll be disregarding the voice's instructions. Oh, so you think I'm so mean? Of course I'll do whatever it said. I just have a little errand to run first.
The snow is thinning, and not a speck of fell. The snow is thinning, and not a speck of green underneath. It's not much for springtime. The only signs of life are the gnarled shapes dotting the hills, monsters going nowhere in packs. A few snap their jaws at me as I fly overhead. As a patrol, I only ever dealt with strays. If this cycle fails me now, I'm probably dead. But I can't lose my nerve. I know those two must have gone to Aircrest's dig site. What else is out there? What else is out here? Actually, let's take another 2-minute pause real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy this music, it's really lovely.
I noticed there's the little bar went up a little bit, and someone donated $20 16 minutes ago. Thank you so much. they donated as anonymous, so that's crazy. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me and my family. Thank you. Let's get back to the story. It has my old save. That's crazy. I wasn't sure because it's like the chapters are each different files, kind of, but not. I don't know. They're in different folders, so that I didn't think it was gonna carry on with my old saves. But alas,
Nino told me about this place when we were kids. Marcel Mullen, still a kid himself, braved all kinds of danger to bring home the relics that sparked the treasure of Rush. Ericrest is striking, even worn down to nothing. A carving in the face of a mountain, somehow more enormous than the whole mosaic. Nina would have something smart to say about the ancient sages who carved a city into a mountain like it was nothing. I don't. All I can think as I pass these endless rows of worn-out arches is people used to live here. I bring my cycle down into one of the larger doorways at the base of the mountain. Without thinking about it, I just know someone's there. Maybe being alone for this long has sharpened my senses. Or maybe it's just a lucky guess. But as I'm thinking twice, I hear voices from further ahead. I take a breath and ride on. And there they are. Ysme, the fugitive, the woman who should be dead. She was in the temple when Langlace bombed it. I know, but she's alive and well, smiling like nothing happened. And then there's Loikard silently falling behind. And he looks miserable. Why is he still with her? I have to trust that Nino knew him better than I do. I fly the cycle in closer. Mr. Ard! And now I have their attention. Ysme's mood sour when she sees me.
Miss Ferret, this is a surprise.
I just want to say right away, I'm sorry for before. I was sort of losing it. I shouldn't have drawn my weapon. It was crazy. I'm so sorry. But please try to understand. I really, really need help. I can't give up on finding Nino, and you're my only lead.
Pardon me, Miss Ferret. I think I'm missing something here.
Huh? Nino, she was in the temple when Langlace destroyed it. I found you outside after she must have gone in. That's why I assumed you'd seen her. And maybe you didn't, but all I really want to confirm is that she could still be alive. After all, Ysme came back and she was there. I know you really cared about Nino. She made it sound like you'd do anything to help her. He doesn't say anything. And, Mr. Ard?
No. No, God, forget her. Forget them both. No.
Mr. Ard?
Don't listen to a word she says. She's S.H.I.E.L.D., here to capture us.
Oh, what are you?
Officer, I'll ask politely. Please leave us in peace.
I'm not an officer. I told you, I left S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm only here to talk.
No answer. He stares expectantly, as if he didn't hear a word I said. Uh-oh, she's not listening.
What?
Looks like Nice isn't going to do it this time. Better send a stronger message. You still have that red Pelusia, don't you? Read it.
Loik clenches his eyes shut. He takes out a book from his coat. Mr. Ard? My old boss. He helped me out when everything went to hell. Nicest guy in the world. Too nice sometimes. You'd like him. She really admired you. You were there for her when I should have been. I made the worst mistake. I don't deserve anyone's kindness, but she does. Please, I know you care about her. Listen to me.
are you waiting for? I said read it. I can't. I can't read it, Ysme. Not against an innocent person. You're asking the impossible. Innocent? She's S.H.I.E.L.D. Think about all they've done. He takes a heavy breath. She's an OS patrol. She hasn't done anything. Then forget her. Imagine the builders right in front of you. Picture him burning down everything you care about, and then read it. Your hand ignites the horizon. There we go. I knew you could do it. Don't hold back. Oh no. Your anger blackens the earth. Oh no. No! Your breath smothers all life, but I have conquered you. The air feels hot and thick. My blood's rushing to my ears. Something tells me to run, but I panic and charge towards him. No! Stop! Pour out the light of your altar. Mr. Ard, you have to listen! Let it burn rampant. My hands and face start to prickle as I grab him. Listen to me! Let it feast. Oh no. I can't react to it. My scream doesn't even sound like mine. The whole world burns. I feel half an impulse to drop to the ground, but I can't tell if I'm standing to begin with. Everything drops away. I pray. Not to him, but to anyone. There, see? That was good. That's the kind of energy I like.
Lady Ysme smiles. She really, truly looks happy. I hid in the hood of Loic's cloak. I couldn't watch. He's shaking.
No. That was too much. No, she's fine. She fell in the river. That put her out. A single patrol. Was she even armed? God, what have I done? Hey, get over it. No.
No!
Damn, that feels good.
No, Lady Ysme, stop doing this!
Stop doing what?
Don't forget. You have to keep me with you. The voice of the sovereignty said so. I climbed down from Blake's shoulder.
You're serious? How precious.
Naomi did everything she could to stop Polizion. She would never want me to help someone like you.
Let's get one thing straight. You're not helping. If you want to go, then go. Let's see how far you get before your little chimera problem starts acting up.
No. No!
It's okay.
His warm hands close around me and lift me up to his place. He speaks softly.
We'll be all right.
No, like, it's not fair.
I know, Tutu, I know. But everything will be all right.
It's not fair.
Phew. Okay, everybody ready? Let's take this show on the road. Will you not share this errand of yours with the rest of us? Oh, you haven't figured it out? I was hard on this trial at first, but it's really given me the push I needed. Why am I out here chasing ghost stories when the answer's been right in front of me the whole time? The voice wants me to prove my will is inevitable, so let's take out the competition. Hop on. Hold on. We're going to kill the builder. Wow. Another blizzard is coming. I thought it was spring. Thought the storm that saw those two off would be the last for a while. Oh, this Alma. I thought it was spring. Thought the storm we saw was the last those two. I thought the storm that saw those two off would be the last for a while, but I'm getting that pull again. It's like a tightening in my lungs. I always feel it whenever something's wrong. I mentioned it to him once, meant to laugh it off. Old lady intuition, all that. Or maybe time to give up smoking. He just looked at me with those eyes that really saw me and smiled a different way. How can it be so hard to lie to the world's biggest sucker? Maybe I'm just worse at it than that girl who shot him. The shield keeps reminding me. I was used to seeing the occasional patrol, but now they practically live in town. I'll give them 1 point for bringing back the snowmobile he borrowed. Only good they've ever done me. I gotta slow down. It's been rough with him gone. It was rough before, but I was used to it before. And then he had to come along and give me a taste of the old days. I tried making myself angry at him, but I couldn't. Part of him died when the pulse hit poor Lilia, and he still thought of me. But maybe his mind was on the sovereignty too. It really was there this whole time. Here we go. Pull that again, stronger than ever. The wind rattles the windows and I look. The Mosaic shuttle is boarding tonight, the 1 day a week. I see a man and a woman waiting to get on. The man is tall, or short. The woman is blonde, or brunette. Honestly, I couldn't care less either way. Sure, it's rare to see strangers in Tarn other than the officers, but not impossible. I'm already tired of thinking about them, anyhow. The shuttle doors open and the two step inside. The man stops a moment and glances over his shoulder at the lamplight. Well, if a boring head of face, that'd be it. At least I know for sure he's a stranger. But he looks so sad. Or not. Why am I still looking at this guy? I've got too much to do. Take a speech. Welcome aboard the Homecoming Shuttle. This self-piloting airship is bound for Reunion Square. Before we arrive at the re-entry checkpoint, take a moment to fully complete the declaration form provided to you at boarding. Please note that per Petitioner's Grant 341, all outside plant animal life will be confiscated at re-entry regardless of prior authorization. The Shield remains committed to the safety of all Mosaians against the outside threats. Thank you for traveling with us today. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Is this like the Tower of Babel? Jesus. Yeah, it is. We're excited to welcome you home. Ooh. To be continued. What? Oh man. She's gotta irreparably change one character every chapter, huh? No, not Puffinson. Rose Mallow. Oh, the one that reads transformation. Now twist along the bank, along the shore, down to the depths, risen aloft. A tropical shrub known for its bold flowers with prominent pistils. This hybrid species supposedly came to Axand by Kesserat, who received it as a gift on her pilgrimage to the floating island. The rosemallow belonged to a class of flowers restricted to priests who would receive petitions from lay people seeking to alter their bodies. The practice may have been constrained somewhat by an increasingly rigid society, but it remained commonplace even in King Sare's time. Ceres. Mint. Beetling cradle. An aromatic herb used widely in cooking. Some cultivated species grow so aggressively as to be considered invasive. From the readings of Kesserat, you kindled sight with loving eyes, soft and sweet upon your breast. Hey, Bipkin, welcome in. You missed it. I just got kind of to the end of this chapter. Thank you for lurking. I'm only gone for just a little while. Like a few more minutes. And then I might raid out or something. I don't know. You kindled sight with loving eyes, soft and sweet upon your breast. While it can be tempting to approach mint by similarities to lavender, and indeed they can be invoked to largely the same effect, that path leads only so far in meditation. The core of its meaning is a physical protectiveness. The cradle isn't necessarily literal, but I'll admit that I couldn't read mint before having a child. I don't believe it's the only way this meaning reveals itself, only that I previously never seen it so clearly. Eager submission, the bluebell. A bulbous perennial which grows abundantly in woodland regions. The bowing stem and darker flowers depicted in early Accendi art were seemingly overtaken by a hardier species. Below verses. What shame, what sickness, holy Phaeum! Your servant kneels for the pleasure of kneeling. She begs like a collared hound. Lex commentary. Perhaps another time. The big leaf hydrangea means revelation. A deciduous shrub with blooms ranging from pink to blue depending on soil acidity. Wild hydrangeas represent a flattened inflorescence of two types of flowers, while most garden varieties are cultivated to appear fuller. From the readings of Kesserat. Oh, was there a... Okay, this is the first one that has a scroll bar. As is so often... all the seal and fetters, all the veil lays bare, all and are beholding. As is so often the case, the succinct definition falls short. Revelation as confession, as exposure, as godly wisdom. The hydrangea is all of these, with myriad other nuances in its color. It belongs to the highest echelon of phaemic study, impenetrable to all but the truly enlightened. I've barely scratched its surface after a lifetime of meditation, and my most recent attempts to invoke it was a failure I learned not to repeat. But all this concerns the wild species, as ornamental varieties greatly diminish the meaning. These shallow hydrangeas are more approachable as a vague suggestion of the loftier idea, which can be useful in my work. They are lovely, of course. But 15 years ago, a self-styled historian by the name of Joel Dumont published The Ancient Language of Flowers, and a very creative adaptation of Marcel Mullen's writings. One well-loved citation from that book asserts that the pink hydrangea meant underwear to the charming people of Accent. I've heard enough of that one for a lifetime, I think. The moon, a flower referenced in folklore, it is most likely extinct. A watcher breathed in misty light. You always return, always remain. The name Night Seer comes from the only enduring story about this flower, supposedly invoked by Kesserat to coax the new moon full as she journeyed in unfamiliar land. Like all Accendi logograms, the one pictured above provides some of the flower's characteristics. With the night seer was a white flower which hung from a tree with circular leaves. Sadly, that's about all the information left to us in the modern day. An herbaceous perennial, this is the carnation, boundless love. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Let's just read the little poem. Let the waves bring to me all that they have touched. Let the living wind bear forth my breath, and carrying my love to all its keeping. Media is lust. Sunflower is joy. Cool. Awesome. They got through the chapter. That's messed up. That's messed up. Oh no. He's not doing so great. The ungrieving, the grieving, the consultant, the divorcee, the single parent. Oh, these are all the grieving. These are all the things that he used to try and wake up Lilia. Ysme, the prisoner. You can't love what you don't know. The brooding, the dancer, the construct, his hand. So she really is kind of trans, because the builder's got a male body, but she gives herself some boobas.
Oh, doo-doo! It's not fair!
So named. Me too. Oh, the little one. But in a different context. Oh, I'm gonna scream. Oh, it's the turn. Okay. It kind of stays the same. Sometimes her foot's tucked in. It's so cute. Marcel. Alma when she was younger. Albane. She used to have freckles. She smoothed them all out. Oh, she's doing the builder's symbol. This is slowly out. Oh my gosh, the pulse. The single parented. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Langlace. Oh my gosh, that was so like the chosen, the builder. I did notice. I did notice there was a list of Ysme last time. He kind of shows up at the last chapter. Not him, the other one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Oh, I guess if you go back this way. The pendant. The one girl. Oh. Yeah. Her face moves around quite a bit. No. The lingering. Two still the best one. And that's it. Yep. The hydrangeas. Yep. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm speepies to the max. Let's see. Is what? Holy cow. It's kind of crazy that you can raid into like huge people. As long as you follow them. It's like, wait, they have that turned on? I don't think you should have that turned on, sir. Let's see what, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I always raid the same, like, 2 people. I can't make a decision. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. I won't stream tomorrow, probably. We'll see. But I will stream on Sunday, the usual Basuria time, and I can stay up however long. So won't have to cut it too short or anything. Sound good? I think it sounds good. Alright, otsukaresama deshita! Mata ne! Bye bye! See you next time. Thank you for your donations. Thank you. Bye!